If you're coming by the show Friday, Saturday, we're in the North Wing lobby. Make sure you stop by our booth. We've teamed up with the folks from Commercial Vehicle Group this year once again, and we've got some awesome seats right here in the booth. You can actually sit down. Got a couple of the Bostrom Wide Ride Core seats, I believe they call them, and two of the National seats. I need my script to see what the exact names of these are, but yeah, come by, get registered. We'll be giving these seats away here by the end of the show. And, of course, we're talking to folks, talking to guests, talking to other exhibitors and things. And I see a gentleman from Lexington, South Carolina, David Martin, stopping by to join us here with Diesel Laptops.
That is correct, Diesel Laptops. And if I can just say I'm honored to be having a minute with you. I've heard all about you, and all of a sudden I got asked to sit down for a minute. So
what did you just see? You run into our buddy Mr. Padgett?
Correct, yep.
Okay.
And then he ran into my boss, and he said, let's put you on the air. So I said, all right, I can do it for a minute.
Okay, So tell me a little. I'm not familiar with Diesel Laptops.
Well, Diesel Laptops is a provider for diagnostic software for just about every aspect of the heavy-duty industry. We have an all makes, all models, dealer-level capability for on- and off-highway equipment, including industrial equipment, stationary engines, that type of thing. So if you need to work on any type of a diesel engine, we'll pretty much have you covered.
Really? So you're saying like diagnostics for, I mean, everything under the hood nowadays is electronics. How many computers you got under your hood these days? Any idea?
Well, I guess that depends on the make and model of what you're driving, but I mean, you
have it could have 8 or 10 different type computers, right?
And more. Oh yeah. There's other models that have many, many more than that. So if we plug into your vehicle, we can actually scan every one of the computers on your vehicle, find out what is going on internally. The biggest thing is, people get a lamp that comes on, and a lot of times right now you got to drive to the dealership or pay somebody a large sum of money to find out exactly what that lamp means. Okay, so if you have your own fleet, if you're a repair shop, mobile repair, we have the capability to diagnose that truck, tell you what that lamp means, and then, of course, give your troubleshooting information on how to fix it.
So how does this work? So say I'm an owner-operator.
Yep.
Do you send me equipment via Diesel Laptops that I plug into my system that you could then kind of go through and diagnose kind of thing? How does it work?
Yeah, not exactly. The owner-operator would be a decent candidate, but actually the company he drives for is who we're looking for.
Okay.
Shops, 24-hour road repair service, that type of thing. So what we do is we provide you with a laptop, which has all the software modules already included, and then what we call our TXT device, which is your communication device between your vehicle and the software.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'd send you the whole kit out of the box, ready to go. Basically, you would plug into your 6 or 9 pin OBD2, whatever your vehicle is, and start reading the codes that are on your computers.
So it's an investment for small fleet kind of operation versus having to take anytime you have an issue, you have to take it to either a dealership or something. Are you kind of bypassing the dealership sort of thing, or?
Well, a lot of our customers are dealing with vehicles that are outside of warranty.
Mm-hmm.
So they aren't necessarily looking for the dealership anyway. They're just looking for the best, most cost-effective way to repair their fleet or help their customers, whoever their customers may be, at their repair shop. We're not really trying to take business away from, fleets or dealerships that are under warranty.
You're ultimately going to have repairs anyway.
Exactly.
But typically, I know if I pull my vehicle into the shop and they say $90 to plug this in. That's to start with.
Right.
And from there, we're going to work our way up. So you're going to kind of make a bit of an investment in your fleet and avoid those $90 or $200 plug-ins just for just a quick diagnostic.
Exactly.
It could be a minor problem in some cases, right?
Exactly. I'll get a customer that'll call me and say, I just left the dealership. I had a lamp come on. We had no idea what it was. Took it to the dealership. They told me it was a sensor, but they charged me $800.
Yep.
Well, if I'd had your piece of equipment, my technician could have easily have diagnosed the same situation, changed that sensor for a couple $100.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really a very cost-effective way for a fleet or a repair shop to do their own repairs. Rather than having to go to the dealership to depend on that expertise. We give you that expertise.
So it's kind of an investment that ultimately is going to pay for itself in the long run. Now, what about as technology changes? Do you get some sort of an annual or biannual update or download to get all the latest?
Yep. Updates come out on a very regular basis. We don't have a schedule per se where we're going to give you updates, but with most of our technology, the updates are a very continuous thing. We tell our customers, a lot of times just hit the check for updates button on the software. If there's some significant updates, they'll give you the option to download them at the time, or at the end of the day when you're done working, go ahead and do your downloads. But downloads come out on a very regular basis, that's right.
Mm-hmm. So if I were interested in more info, and how do I, it's the kind of thing that I've got to go to your website to find you, or got a toll-free number we can call?
Yeah, the website's probably the best way to look us up. It's diesellaptops.com. And, of course, we do have an 800 toll-free number. I don't want to give you that one. Here we go. Yeah, it's 888-983-1975. And I want to make another comment real quick. Right now with the EPA standards being what they are and everybody, running into issues with forced regens and that type of thing, that's where a lot of our shops are telling us they're making their money. If a truck goes into D-rate on the side of the road, you're going to pay a very significant towing bill, or you're going to pay a very significant bill to have something.
What is that, where your truck gets to where it'll only do 10 miles an hour or something like that?
Yeah, it's a little bit different with each manufacturer, but once you go into a D-rate...
I've had drivers call the show and say, I got this deal in it. So now you're wherever you were, and you're not really getting anywhere.
Yeah.
And so you see a lot of issues with the regen systems. That's some of the latest modern technology, the latest, greatest, right?
Yeah, and, we can thank the government for giving us this cottage industry, because everybody's going through it right now, and everybody needs a way to deal with it. If you have 2 or 3 different engines in your fleet, or like if you want to be an all-service repair shop, buying all of the individual softwares could cost you $50,000, $60,000. Plus you have your annual subscriptions, all kinds of disparate numbers to call for tech support. We have all that in one package. So the forced regens is the big issue right now. And the settings, people a lot of times people are saying, well, I want to change my idle shutdown times, or what if I put in new injectors? Can I do the recoding? Mm-hmm. We've got all of that built into our software.
So you have the ability also to upgrade or change the internal workings of the truck?
Yeah,
electronically.
Electronically, right. Parameters and settings are a big issue with customers. Idle shutdown times are a big one too. So if you need to go in and tweak some things on your computers internally, yeah, we have that capability. That's what we're here for. And like I say, the forced regens are a big issue right now. I can't emphasize enough how many customers say, well, we're tired of paying the dealerships. We're tired of having trucks towed.
Jump.
Because of that issue.
And tows are very expensive.
Very expensive.
On those big trucks.
Well, not only that, it's not just the cost of repairing the truck, it's the downtime. I mean, trucks are valuable to fleets, and the longer truck's down, the more money they're losing.
Anyone that drives says, hey, that's the slogan has always been, right? If the wheels aren't turning, I'm not earning, kind of thing. So.
Exactly.
All right, so again, it's Diesel Laptops.
Diesellaptops.com. You can find our website. We're out of South Carolina. We're actually in booth 62068.
Yeah, for folks that are going to be coming here to do the show over the next couple of days, Friday, Saturday, and is that which wing you're in?
West Wing.
West Wing. All right.
62068 over in the West Wing, and we have a couple of computers set up so we can do demonstrations for you if you stop by.
Show somebody how it works. Okay.
Exactly.
That's the name of the game. Everybody likes to come here because you get hands-on. You get to see it.
Hands-on.
Actually see how it works, and someone to actually explain how it works. All right. Well, good to meet you, Mr. Martin. Good luck in your future, and enjoy the Mid-America Truck Show for 2017.
Well, thank you for all the time, Steve. It was very generous of you, and it was a pleasure meeting you.
Good to meet you.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more. Stick around. This is America's Trucking Network.